وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد صلى الله.
This azan is sponsored by UK Islamic Mission, serving humanity since 1962.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Salam Radio 106.2 FM. We've already got a caller on the line. We haven't even introduced the show. I don't know what's going on, but thank you so much for joining us. As you are probably aware, this is not the regular Salam Sports show, but I am joined here by we've got a caller. We will take this call, but let's just say welcome to Wajid Ajaib on his new show, which has yet to be given a name. Wajid, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you? How are you? All right?
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
We haven't got a lot of time, so I just want to ask you to tell the listeners what this show is going to be about.
So it's going to be about all the boxing that's going on in and around the community. We've got lots going on with reference to Top Yard, with reference to my young brother SMG, moving forward into the Y5 stuff and the white collar stuff that we got going on. So that's what we're going to be talking about.
It's going to be a really exciting show.
It's going to be a mad show.
It's going to be once every month at the moment.
Yes.
If we get some take up, if we get lots and lots of viewer interaction, we might extend it. It's only for half an hour. So guys, if you completely dominate the airwaves for the next half an hour, then we might have to think about extending it to an hour, but let's see how we go. We've already got a caller on the line. I believe it's my main man Suli. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you?
I'm good, Suli. You are live on Salam Radio on a show that hasn't got a name, but it's specifically boxing related. Now, tell me, have you got anything to talk about when it comes to boxing?
SMG.
SMG. Hashtag Team SMG. It was lit in Essex last night. Oh my God, I've seen some of the videos. Tell me about your experience last night. Tell me about SMG. Go on.
You know, first I've got to say Alhamdulillah.
Where's your voice?
You know, I've lost my voice. Honestly, I've lost my voice.
It's beautiful. You listen, I saw you write something on Facebook. I want to mention it here. You said, "This is the most incredible campaign I've ever been involved in." And we know you've been involved in a number of campaigns. So tell us about what this means to you. Tell us about how Samir's feeling now, obviously after his debut.
No.
Just for the benefit of the listeners, SMG Samir, local boy turned pro, had his first fight last night. He was on the undercard for a Golden Contracts show in Essex, and he absolutely smashed it, didn't he?
Alhamdulillah. You know, first it's all praise be to Allah.
Absolutely.
He gave Samir the quality. And you know the quality that he's got. I've been saying it for a long time. I've not been saying it now for months. I've been saying it for the past 7-8 years.
Absolutely, sure.
You know, and there's no one like him out there. I promise you.
It's just coming to fruition now, isn't it? Slowly but surely we're getting there. We've got the first one out of the way.
Yeah.
You know, we started with a bang, literally.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Alhamdulillah. It's all praise be to God. You know, like
Alhamdulillah.
all the qualities we've got is from God. You know. And honestly, alhamdulillah, I know like it's a dream. Like if I woke up, it felt like a dream. I spoke to Samir in the morning, went for breakfast, and then he goes with the same thing. You know, I woke up thinking, did that happen? You know, it's like a dream.
Yeah, it's quite often like that, isn't it? Yeah.
You know, it's just a dream. And you know, I will, you know, like, on behalf of Team SMG, thank you to everyone that has showed support, that's been there. You know, like the messages, the dua, everything. You know, we appreciate it. You know, thank you very much from all of us. Honestly. It's love, man.
How was Peterborough represented last night?
Oh, you know, I said this from the beginning. You know, White knows I've been putting it everywhere. I've seen other boxing fights. It's nothing. What we're going to bring on the night is going to be special.
We're a bit different, aren't we?
There's no name for it. You know,
yeah. we are a bit different. We come together a bit differently when we do.
You know, we talk less, we do more.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
You know?
Hassan Hamid has just texted in. He said, "SMG takeover."
Inshallah.
That's what it was. You know, that's what it was. And we said it from the beginning that when the fight is over, everyone's going to be saying, when's the next one? And that's what we're hearing. When is the next one? When is the next one? And,
How's the boy? How's he doing?
Oh, he's buzzing. He's listening to it right now. He's thrilled. You know, he's excited. And, you know, it's just amazing, isn't it? You know, it's been a long journey. He's worked hard. You know, it's not easy. For the past 7 weeks, what he's done, I can't do it.
Yeah,
I don't know anyone that can do it. You know?
What's this about your dance? What was this dance about?
I don't know. You know, it was whatever happened. It just happened the night. And I was so excited. You know, it's just, I've never looked something to move forward than this. You know, forget
Yeah.
Liverpool. Liverpool's gone out the window. I'll be honest with you.
No, silly, no. Bro, you're losing me here. You're losing me here. Don't say that, bro. No.
Honest. You know, before like 3-4 weeks ago on Snapchat, people used to ask me like questions. What would you want? Would you want Liverpool to win the Premier League or Samir to become a champion? That's not even a question.
Oh no, that's not even a question. No. That's
not
absolutely.
even a question.
There's no two ways about that. Of course, we would love for our boy to become champion, but
Inshallah.
it's not going to happen this season. This season, can we just have the league, please? And let's have SMG make champion next year or something. How's that?
Inshallah.
No,
Inshallah.
inshallah, maybe, you know, we can have both. You never know, you know. At the end of the day, he's that good, he is.
Well, we might have our cake and eat it, yeah?
Listen, tell me about the fight. How did it pan out?
You
How
know,
many rounds? Who was his opponent? Well,
obviously, his opponent was a very good opponent. He wasn't a joke. He's only been stopped 4 times in about 50 fights.
Wow.
Yeah, so he was a strong opponent. But Samir made him look like he wasn't good.
Yeah.
You know, Samir was the
Yeah, the
fifth
accuracy
person
was
to stop
bang
him.
on, wasn't it? I see Samir land about 6 right hands, one
Yeah,
after the
bro,
other.
Them punches, you know what? It's just unreal. You know, like Rocky Balboa when you're seeing on TV. Yeah, it was better than that.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know,
Yeah.
it was amazing how he moved. You know, his speed, his power, everything about it. You know, the guy's only been stopped 4 times, opponent. He was the 5th person to stop him out of 50 people.
50
Yeah.
fights, only 5 stoppages, and it does tell you something about the power that
It's a
Samir's
massive
packing.
thing,
Yeah.
man. And we said that he's going to knock it. You know, there were 12 fights on the night. Yeah, there was only one knockout, and that was SMG. He was the only one that stopped his opponent on the night.
Yeah. What about the last golden contract qualifier?
Yeah,
Wasn't
there was a stoppage,
blocking or something.
Yeah, there was a stoppage. The last fight.
So I was
just
watching at
before-
home. Sorry, I was watching
First round, yeah.
I was watching at home because I had the FC.
Well, no, nonetheless,
If I'm honest
Sully.
with you, I didn't even concentrate on the fights.
Yeah.
I didn't.
It was a bit like that. And like I said, he did what we hoped he would do, which is he turned up, he looked orderly, he looked as though he was comfortable in there, and that shy young boy looked like a confident man in there, and that's what we needed, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's what we needed. We needed to start this with a bang, and we definitely
Yeah, interesting you say
had a
that. I
bang.
just want to say something here. Like on Top Yard School of Boxing show, which we are going to talk about in a little while.
Yeah.
SMG got called in.
Yeah.
And you could tell he's a very reserved, very
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 nervous.
shy young
Very
man, and I'm
shy,
sure he's
yeah.
going to come out of his shell.
Yeah.
As he starts
Inshallah.
learning how good he
I
is.
hope so, yeah.
But I also noticed that with a lot of the younger fighters on the night, and Silly, you were there as well, you'd have seen it. They were very, very nervous in their corners, but when that bell rings, it's like they come out, innit? And then
they come alive, don't they?
Definitely, like, you know, I've always looked up to Bilal from Top Yard.
yeah.
You know, honestly, the role model, because, you know, he is so humble, but when he comes out, he can unleash himself, you know. And I think that's what a lot of the fights I picked up from him as well, you know, from Top Yard.
Yeah.
They all performed at night, especially Sahil. I thought Sahil was magnificent.
Yeah,
Honestly,
alhamdulillah.
and
Sahil.
he's such a humble person.
Yeah, but the thing is, we didn't even see Sahil's best that night. I'll be honest with you, Silly, because
he had a
I
fight the night
trained.
before.
Yeah,
He had a fight the night
exactly.
before.
This is it. And I kept saying to him, I was like, I can't even remember what I was asking him why he didn't do, and he was like, my legs wouldn't let me because he'd injured himself the night before when he'd carried on.
But just going back to the fight night last night, how many people did you get down there, Sully? What was the carnival
Not
atmosphere?
me.
What's the turkeys?
Alhamdulillah, we SMG team together, alhamdulillah, we got 300 people there, and we
Wow.
captured 300 as well. We could have got more, but we captured 300 because Shaz Nawaz said a very good quote, which I haven't got it on me. But it goes, obviously, you start off slow and automatically it will
It will gain momentum, and it'll be a snowball movement.
This
innit?
is not starting off slow. This is
Yeah, but
300 people on a debut fight. That is sensational.
It is. It's massive. It's massive.
Alhamdulillah, you know. it's
Look, there was
alhamdulillah.
Tunde Ajayi sitting literally right in front of me when that fight was going on. Tunde is the coach of Anthony Yard, and he was Instagram living the whole of Samir's fight.
Okay.
And literally, I think it's gone now, but if you'd have watched that, he himself, and he's involved in boxing a great deal more than me and you are, Sully. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, I've never seen a debut like this. This is his debut. And,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it was unreal. But what we've got to do is keep that momentum moving forward, and inshallah it will.
Well, the main man Bilal Javed has spoken. He's saying, "Mashallah, congrats to Samir for a good stoppage win."
Yeah.
That's
You know, to be honest, you know who I really want to congratulate, and I was meant to do this first. I really want to congratulate Samir's dad, I really want to congratulate him because look, we don't see the work that goes in the background, and Tamir has clearly done a lot of work with this boy. In and I don't just mean him driving him to the gym. You know, I don't just mean him sitting around and waiting for him to, you know, do the sparring or whatever else. It's mental. You've got to talk to these kids. You've got to, you know, I know this because I'm involved with Top Yard somewhat, and a lot of the times, you know, the father stroke coach, you know, we're not just there to teach. We are friends of theirs, and it seems, mashallah, you know, Allah keep them, you know, blessed, both of them. You know, they've got a really special thing going on, that father and son combination, and it was really endearing to see that. And I genuinely, you know, from the bottom of my heart, I'm so pleased for Tamir. And Kabir, of course, you know, his younger brother. It couldn't have happened to a more deserving family. It's like he's won the lottery, isn't it?
100%.
Alhamdulillah.
Brilliant.
So thank you, God.
Just give me an update, please, Sully. What's the latest United score? I heard they were 1-0 down.
I thought this was a boxing show.
Chill.
Who was that? Sorry, Man City 1-0 down, did you say?
I heard Man United were 1-0 down to Everton. If
I'm honest, I've given up on Man United. They're not now a league. They're not on the same page no more. And we don't really look at them, honestly, you know. And also, obviously, I didn't really watch the football yesterday because I was busy, but I can't wait. I heard Salah scored a banger. I haven't seen it yet.
He scored 2 bangers, you know. Listen, give my personal congratulations to SMG. Inshallah, we will get him on this show soon. Maybe even the next show we'll bring SMG in and we'll have a little chat.
I think that's a really good idea, yeah.
Sully, well done. Carry on with your celebrations, inshallah, and we're genuinely really, really happy for you. Well done, fella.
Thank you very much. Keep us in your du'as. Very much appreciated. One love.
Always, bro.
Take care. That's it.
You can tell, like, he's had a mad night.
He has. We all have. Yeah. We all have. We've had a absolutely terrific night. Nobody came back from the SMG fight dissatisfied. That's for sure. Everybody came home.
And there was a carnival atmosphere, wasn't there?
It was a carnival.
I was speaking to Harif on the phone, and he was like, literally everywhere you go, you're seeing someone. From home.
Honestly, I was fed up of shaking hands. I really was. Honestly, everybody was from Peterborough. You recognised absolutely everyone in there. We had literally half of the venue was Peterborough.
So what was total ticket sales of that?
I'm not sure, because the thing is with boxing, you've got people coming in and going out.
So it's
as their fighters. I mean, there was an Indian lad, Singh Bassi, his surname was.
Yeah.
He brought a big crowd. I would imagine maybe 150 people came with him. But then after his fight was done, they disappeared, and that you'll never get everybody there all at the same time. So I don't know, but I think that perhaps Samir did sell more tickets, or this
Team SMG.
This team, the initiative, sold more tickets than anybody else on that show.
And then just your views. Just let's take the emotion out of it.
Yeah.
Debut fight.
Yeah.
He has stopped this guy who's only been stopped 4 times.
Yeah.
What do you see for Smith? Genuinely, what do you see for Smith?
Genuinely?
As in, like, I know the hype is there, and that's great.
Yeah.
And let's be as optimistic as we can. I mean,
critiquing it.
Yeah. No. It doesn't have to be negative.
No, there isn't anything negative for me to say, really, even if I was critiquing it, so to speak. But look, he just didn't really look mega nervous in there. He didn't. You could tell he was nervous because, you know, the old saying is, if you'll see it in their legs. And I did see it a little bit in his legs, you know, like when he was throwing it and his legs going a little bit
with it. Have you seen much of him sparring?
Not a great deal. Not a great deal, in all fairness. But I know from what I've seen him on the pads, there were moments where I was like, oh, I think he can feel the nerves in his legs. Because that is what happens, your legs go in that ring. You know, it's a lonely place to be. Do you know what I mean? And literally, you might be fighting fit. You might be fighting fit, but your legs are saying, "No, you're not doing that."
I've seen the video of the finish.
Right.
So that's probably only the last 30 odd seconds of the fight.
Yeah.
And he was
hand
absolutely clinical.
Yeah. The hand
Not
speed
just
was
speed, but the accuracy.
Yeah. Bang on.
He was finding the gaps, and he was hitting him where he hurt, and he was ruthless.
Yeah.
When he had his opponents on the ropes, he finished him off.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. He did a very nice number on his opponent. We couldn't ask for any more. We got 3 rounds of boxing out of him. That's all that we can ask for, really. I'm glad he stopped him, and he didn't at any point look as though he was in any trouble. Good. It didn't look as though in any point he was that he was worried about the opponent, his power, etc. I think that if it wasn't Samir's first fight, if he came across this guy in the 3rd or the 4th fight, I think he'd put him away in the 1st. So that is a big sort of, loads of dibs to Samir for that.
Sure.
So alhamdulillah, this is it's definitely going the right way, and I just can't wait to keep this. And I've always said this to people: it's not like football. Boxing shows are not like.
And are you feeling the same thing? Are you looking forward to his next fight?
Of
Are you
course,
thinking, when is it?
of
When is
course.
it? When is it?
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Excellent.
Well, look, as you know, Image, with me, I'll turn up to people that I don't even know that well. I'll turn up to their fights.
Yeah, of course,
because I'm in love with the sport rather than so. The thing, of course, I'm part of this movement now. Sully, whatever Sully tells me to do, I'll do.
Done.
Do you know what I mean? Because he's the ticket man, and if he says, "Waj, I need you here," and he needs me to plug me somewhere, I'm on it. Because look, we are stronger together, and I've said this always, and we spoke about this a lot on the last show.
Yeah, well, speaking of stronger together, Top Yard School of Boxing, they had a fantastic
Massive show
last week.
Yeah, I think we went 4-0. We had 4 of our lads not lose.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
And I'm blowing my own trumpet here, but the MC was
the best in the business, mate.
The MC last
Best in the
last
business.
night. Last night
right.
MC.
Oh,
What was he playing at?
Yeah, it was rubbish.
He had
We've got the best MC in the business
he
here.
had a
at
burgundy
Peterborough.
shirt on.
Oh, no.
He had a burgundy shirt on.
Well, I don't know. What can I say about the MC? But
you can blow my trumpet for me if you like.
I just said we've got the best MC in the world in Peterborough.
Top Yard School
I
of
don't think
Boxing,
we can.
fantastic show.
Yeah, fantastic. Really
Some
was.
really good talent. And
Amazing talent.
And the thing that really pleased me was,
Yeah.
I mean, I spoke to Bilal Hamad before and yourself as well.
Yeah.
And they said, 4 or 5 of our top fighters aren't even fighting on
They're
this
not.
show.
They're not. Yeah.
And the quality, they look at the strength in depth. I mean,
Yeah.
if that's not their top 4 or 5
Look,
fighters, then what an amazing stable
Yeah.
of fighters
Exactly.
they've got.
Look, overall, what we got back as feedback from the people that were there, that generally speaking, the lads looked like boxers in there. There was no brawling.
There was no
Whether
brawling.
they lost or not is a different story.
Can I shout out one fighter?
Kushkan, Santino Harris.
Yes. Right. He
I
had
don't know you can
he
say
has
that.
the glitziest shorts
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
ring.
yeah. Did you see the difference in size?
But yeah, so he was sparring against a guy who was probably a foot taller, maybe.
Yeah.
And Santino's what? He's about 11, 12?
11 years old.
11 years old.
11 years old. That's
The boy,
right, yeah.
the boy looks really,
Yeah, he does.
really composed. Some really clean,
Yeah.
compact.
You know when he's at the gym, he always asks me to do a bit of work with him. Believe it or not, I'll put my gum shield in and let him get on with it.
I've got a question
And
for
it's
you,
worked
Raj.
it's worked really well because the opponent was about the same size as me.
Yeah, there's a question come
So, yeah.
through on Facebook for you. This
Yes.
is from a guy named Ishfaq Ali. He's saying, is Waj buying the MC on his show a new suit? That's a good shout, Ishi. That's a
Do you know
really good
what?
shout.
Yeah, I think it's long overdue, isn't it, Ishi?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
I've been
long
wearing-
overdue.
been wearing
I
the
think
same
we
suit
should
for about 3 years. so
I think
it's
we
about
should
right.
buy the MC a new suit this time round. We'll do a crowdfund, innit? We'll see what happens.
Crowdfund.
We'll see how we get on. We see how much money we can raise, innit? In fact, let's start that initiative. Sully, get on that, innit? Buy Image a suit initiative.
Ishi
That's the
saying,
next
well
one.
done, Team SMG. You all done us proud. I wish I could have been there into the next one. Sully saying, thank you, Waj, for doing the bits you did. Allah reward you. Let's move on. Do you want to say anything else about the Top Yard show? It was sensational.
There's loads I could talk about the Top Yard show, but whatever you want to talk about, Image.
Well, I'm conscious of the time.
Yes, of course, yeah.
I'd really like to have a little discussion around the AJ Ruiz 2 fight because I'm going to put it over to you, but I'm going to tell you what I'm hearing and I'm going to tell you how I feel and you can educate us all. There's a lot of people
I'll
saying...
give you my opinion on it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people saying it wasn't a boxing fight.
Yeah.
It was AJ jogging around the ring and jabbing him, and that's fine. I accept that.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I'm thinking it was a masterclass of discipline.
It was.
Of patience.
Yep.
Of strategy. And he outboxed Ruiz.
His
And
focus was different to the last fight.
Yeah.
Clearly, when he came into that ring, he looked as though, and I always say it to the kids at Top Yard and even all the other fighters, angry eyes. You know, there's a different focus when you got them angry eyes. If you know what I mean, he looked better. He looked more like a fighter, like a world champ. You know, not so heavily muscled as he has been in the past. Lighter,
quicker,
fast on his feet. Dynamite jab.
He doesn't have to knock everyone out.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
have to.
Absolutely not. Look.
Greatest fighter in modern
They draw
times.
comparisons between him and Wilder. Well, I'll just say, and then we can move on from this topic. They draw comparison between him and Wilder. Wilder didn't stop Bermane Stiverne in the first fight. That was when he fought for the WBC championship the first time round. He didn't stop him. He stopped him the second time. But you box when you have to box.
Yeah.
We've not seen Floyd Mayweather knock all his opponents out,
That's
but he'll
exactly
quite
what I was gonna
possibly
say.
go down.
Floyd Mayweather is probably pound for pound the best
He will
boxer.
quite
certainly
possibly
modern
go
times.
down as the best in ever.
Certainly the modern times, yeah.
Yeah,
but possibly the best
definitely.
ever. But Floyd Mayweather, people hate the way he fights.
Awful.
Yeah, he
It
just,
bores the life out of you.
yeah, he's got his
You've
hips
got to
in
go
there, he's
back
got
to
his
it.
head back
You've got to
and-
go back to it. What you've got to do with the Floyd Mayweather fight is you watch it and you think, oh, that wasn't very entertaining. And you go back and you actually see what he was doing, and you think, wow, that was a masterclass.
Sure.
That's the way it is. The game is to get to hit and not get hit. So if AJ managed to do that, then more for him.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
boxed well.
credit to Ruiz.
Yeah.
Right, given he is, I mean, he looked really short. He's actually 6'2", yeah?
Yeah.
He looked really short.
He looks
He hasn't
tiny,
got the
doesn't he? Yeah.
reach.
Yeah.
But every time it did get into a bit of a scuffle, every time it got a little bit messy, Ruiz was ruthless. He was catching
got
him.
very, very
He was
quick hands.
strong.
Yeah.
So credit to Ruiz, and credit to Ruiz
Definitely.
for going the distance in the second fight.
Yep.
Absolutely brilliant. And that means, you know what, Ruiz's career is not over, right?
Not
He's
by any
genuinely
means.
gonna be
Not
one
by
of
any
the top-
means. He will get another. I'm sure. Me and Bhai Khalid were talking about it last night. Actually, they will give him another title shot. I'm sure they will. Look, it just makes sense, doesn't it? He's got a massive fan base now.
Sorry, I missed a comment. Hamad was saying Santina only just turned 11 a month ago. New star on the block. So definitely agree with that, Hamad. Sorry, carry
Definitely. Yeah. So I've lost my train of thought now. Where was I, Image?
on. My bad. You were talking about Ruiz still getting another
Oh
shot.
yeah. Ruiz will get another shot. I'm sure he will. Look, there's massive fights to be made out there in the heavyweight. The heavyweight division hasn't been this much fun in a long time. And we know this because the Klitschko's sort of took over that division
They took over, didn't they? Yeah.
for so long, and it was just absolutely dead. And they were boring.
Sure.
They were boring. Nobody can say they watched many Klitschko fights that they really enjoyed.
Sure.
They just got the job done, put their
Although
money in their pocket, and went home.
Klitschko Joshua was sensational.
That was a sensational fight, but who made that sensational was Joshua.
Giving us a bit of drama.
Yeah, really, that second win, wasn't it? He got that second win, and when he came back, I think he said to him, "I'm knock you out in the next round," because he knew I'm feeling it now, and he did. He genuinely did.
He called it. He done it.
It
Yeah.
was amazing. So look, the heavyweight division is lit. It is seriously lit at the minute. Big fights domestically and internationally. Dillian
hang on,
White.
so what-
Dillian White got his license back to fight as well. So everybody loves Dillian White. Derek Chisora is still in the mix. There's a lot of big heavyweights still out there.
You got Tyson Fury, obviously.
Tyson
who's-
Fury.
I mean, everybody wants to see Tyson Fury and see Joshua. That has to be done at some point.
At some point.
Yeah.
At some point, it would
But
be
I think
nice.
everybody's got their own plans. I mean, Fury's doing Wilder again, isn't he? In
Yeah, that's happening end of February, isn't it?
End
I
of
think it's
February.
29th of Feb, I believe. Yeah, so
Ishfaq Ali told us when it was last time.
yeah, end of February that's happening again. Hopefully, I pray that Tyson Fury can finish the job properly this time.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Ahmad makes a great point. AJ did what he had to do. He played it safe, won his titles back, and he can think about exciting his fans in his next fights.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look, like I said, it's not about knocking them all out. is it?
Hamzi's watching.
It's
we've got
about-
Hamera watching. Bidang Ganguly's watching. Jamil Iqbal's watching. Asif Masood. Sadiq Ismail. There's lots and lots of people watching. Guys, do get your comments in. We'll try and read as many as we can out. Sorry.
So yeah, the heavyweight division, very, very interesting. But on a more, can we talk about a few more local lads that we've got? I
No,
say
we
local.
absolutely can't because we're pretty much out of time.
Are you serious?
Ahmed Chowdhury has said, well done to SMG, onwards and
Is that
upwards.
half an hour already?
Almost, yeah. We've got a couple of minutes, but I want to use the last minutes of the show just to invite our listeners
Yep.
and viewers to give us some suggestions for this show's name. Now, the boring name would be Salam Boxing.
Yeah, community boxing is what I
Community
suggested.
boxing, Salam Boxing. But guys, if you can think of any imaginative names for this show, and also get your feedback in terms of, how much boxing do you want on your community radio station? We're currently thinking about 1.5 hour show every 4 weeks. But if you think it should be an hour show, if you think it should be more frequent, do let us know. Do get your comments in. Jamil's just put a comment in. He said, AJ did a professional job on Ruiz. He was better prepared this time round.
Definitely.
And Bidan Ganguly suggested the Imtiaz Ali boxing hour, which is interesting because it's not the Imtiaz Ali show. I know nothing about boxing, and it's not for an hour. So you got 3 things wrong in that suggested title, Bidan. But thank you so much for feeding my narcissistic ego. We do have a call. Let's take this call quickly. Shall we take this call?
Yeah.
Michelle, we've got a minute and a half. Shall we take this call? We're going to get a hands up. Let's see what happens. Assalamu alaikum, you on Salam Sports. Who am I speaking to? Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Hello, Walaikum Salam.
Who am I speaking to?
You're speaking to Kuram, but I was told to tell Wacky for you to call Wacky.
To call Wacky?
Yeah, Wacky or Waka.
All right, no worries. I'll call him. Cheers. Bye. I have absolutely no idea what that call was about. But I think I have to call Wacky or Waka a little bit later. Or maybe Wacky or Waka wanted to interact with the show. It doesn't quite work like that, guys. If you want to interact with the show, you have to call the studio telephone on 01733 602 133. So hopefully we can get Wacky on our next show. Knockout news. Excellent suggestion from my sister, Sobia Parveen. Knockout news.
That's a good idea.
Sounds a bit violent though.
Yeah.
Knockout news. Like we're more about the beautiful art of boxing rather than knock him out, right?
Yeah. Boxing Monthly. I don't know. Just keep it simple, innit? It's the simple things that win fights as well, you know.
Andrew Hodder has said, congratulations to the Qureshi clan. Who's the Qureshi clan?
So that's
for producing a great kid in the shape of Mohammed Samir. And Hamera Baba said, AJ played it safe. I do not applaud that. I do. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, so do I.
1 on points. I believe that's a loophole in boxing. We're all out of time, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And we really enjoyed our first show. Did you enjoy it?
Absolutely. It went too quick.
We'll be back soon, inshallah.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Stay tuned to Salam Radio after this short ad break.